I really hate to say this. I think there's someone hanging right there.
This is Logan Paul. He's a social media personality, podcaster, actor, and professional athlete.
Paul looking to shot the punch.
He does it all. But recently, Logan Paul has been in a lot of drama.
CryptoZoo.co. I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
Logan Paul would start an NFT project called CryptoZoo. CoffeeZilla made a 3-part series exposing the entire thing, but to sum it up, he abandoned it, leaving those who invested and believed in the project to dry. Now, Logan Paul didn't make any money from the project, but there was a lack of accountability taken, and it seemed as if he tried to throw everything under the rug. And of course, this isn't the first time Logan Paul has been in some drama.
Logan Paul is in some hot water after he posted a video allegedly showing the body of a person who recently committed suicide.
Logan Paul would share a video of him taking a trip to the suicide forest in Japan. Sadly, it has that name for a reason. But Logan, with his lack of awareness and being surrounded by tongue-tied yes men, went there, recorded a dead body, and laughed. Then decided it was a good idea to edit and post that video. There was substantial backlash for the video and even backlash towards YouTube for deciding to keep it on the platform. There was a subsequent apology in a video right after that has been memed pretty heavily, and this behavior is enabled by YouTube. But then again, Logan is the one who posted it. How deep into content creation do you have to be to record a dead body and post it for internet views? This doesn't only go for YouTube, but even other platforms and social media. At what point are we so deep into entertainment that we lose out on our morals? The moral compass of social media is broken, but are influencers obligated to have one? Do influencers have to actively use their platform for good and be role models? I think there's a level of human decency that influencers and streamers and YouTubers should show. It's not their job to be good role models, but there should be a level of common courtesy that content creation should have. But the problem with social media is we elevate people to a level of fame they are wildly unprepared for. A great example is iShowSpeed. iShowSpeed blew up extremely quickly and has such a massive online presence that anything he does or say will be scrutinized. But iShowSpeed is a minor. Do we treat the things he does or says the same as someone who is pushing 30 or just someone who's been in the online space for a longer period of time? Essentially, we hold different people to different standards. If Joe Biden was doing the things Nicki Minaj did in her music videos, there would be a severe amount of backlash. And of course, that's a very extreme example of two different people in two different fields. But my point is that we hold different people to different standards. And the question arises of what is moral versus immoral and what is acceptable versus unacceptable in the public eye. A major dilemma that brought this point up was gambling streams. Twitch streamers like XQC and Trainwrecks would gamble on stream and put a little code for you to gamble with them. Many people viewed gambling streams as wrong, as you are promoting something that can be addicting. People who may have had a gambling addiction in the past may get exposed to these streams and start to gamble again. Even kids who may be unsuspecting may grow up and start gambling, not understanding the consequences behind it. Now, that may be a bit of a stretch, but the biggest reason people dislike gambling streams was because streamers are profiting off their viewers' losses.
You must be able to understand that whatever money this company is giving you, it's because they are profiting more from whatever marketing and advertisement that you are doing, and their profits are your viewers' losses. Therefore, your profits are your viewers' losses.
Now, on the other side, gambling streamers saw their streams as entertainment. It's not their job to be role models. XQC says this himself. Go speak with your parents and peers if you want a role model for your moral compass. And he has a point. Streamers are there to entertain and have fun, but at what point does the entertainment come at the cost of the people you are trying to entertain? This created a big debacle, and Twitch would end up removing crypto gambling streams altogether. But the consensus is that profiting off your viewers is wrong. Unless it's AdSense or Patreon or merch or courses or events or commissions or sponsorships, then profiting off your viewers is perfectly fine, right? Of course not, but I think it's something to talk about. The ethics of sponsorships have been talked about for decades, but with the emergence of social media, sponsorships are more prominent than ever. But the thing with sponsorships is that you are essentially making money off your viewer base. People talked about how bad state gambling was, but in reality, any sponsorship is farming money from your viewer base. Companies pay YouTubers and streamers and influencers because they expect there to be a return. And the scary thing is that a lot of these companies have editorial control, so you really only hear positive things about these brands because companies won't sponsor individuals who are critical of their products. This creates an unfair incentive for content creators to only preach the positives, otherwise they are risking out on losing revenue. And because of this, platforms will be saturated with outstanding reviews and a lot of misinformation. This has already happened on YouTube with VPN services. Over the years, there's been this industry-broad campaign resulting in a lot of false narratives about what VPNs offer. Tom Scott actually made a video about this topic where he discussed how a lot of the claims that VPN sponsorships make are wrong.
I'm not expected to know about bots, I am expected to know about VPNs, virtual private networks, and some of the claims that VPN adverts make are wrong.
Now, content creators can openly criticize these claims and corrupt incentives and actually describe what the VPN does. But one, it would harm their relationship with the VPN company, and two, they don't have to. They're not a journalist who have to abide by a code of ethics. YouTubers don't have to seek the truth. So there's this lack of transparency and truth that isn't present with, I would say, most sponsorships. And even though a sponsor may be harmful to your audience, if that sponsorship is paying for the video, there is an even greater incentive to ignore flaws and only preach the positives. Now, if someone needs a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship to pay bills, go for it. But a lot of the time, content creators shill out products that can be detrimental to their audience. Don't even get me started on garbage NFT projects and shady rug pull cryptocurrencies. Do you know how fucked your morality has to be to disguise a crypto rug pull as a charity named Save the Kids? Jake Tran, a man who literally made a living calling out finance scams on his channel, started getting paid to promote the exact kinds of scams he was calling out. It just goes to show the lack of morality and accountability a lot of these YouTubers and especially TikTokers have. The amount of dumb trends people do these days because it gets them views on TikTok is honestly astounding. And the sad reality is it doesn't look like it's gonna get any better. With the recent Logan Paul drama, I think it goes to show that we as viewers are the ones who have to hold these people accountable. If CoffeeZilla never talked about CryptoZoo, Logan would never bring it up. It was an abandoned project. Even his response video, it says coming 2023-24. He probably had no plans of returning to the project until his audience decided to hold him accountable. Now, accountability is a double-edged sword, because then cancel culture gets involved and that can be even more detrimental to society. But I think there's a fine line between holding people accountable without being overbearing. Morality is dead, but who says we can't revive it? Thanks for watching, catch you in the next video.